Hello. Sometimes in life, you get to a point in life and you be like, stop. I need to know what the big people, the great people, the rich people, the wealthiest people, or the top people in my industry, in my religion, in my way of life, in my neighborhood, what they know that I don't know. Sometimes I'm like that. Like if I just can have access to the knowledge that Dangote has, even if I'm not as rich as him, at least. And so when you see big people, the ultra rich people put things into writing, you really want to listen. You really want to read, want to watch their videos, want to watch their documentaries, watch things about them, their stories. Today, I'm going to be talking about 8 investment lessons from the ultra rich. The first one that I've learned from the ultra rich is that learn to spread your risk. I am saying that because most of you don't get that consciousness that you should learn to spread your risk. It is not me that said it. It's not just the Bible that said it. It's in the Bible. Mr. Femi Otedola, a big man, a multi-billionaire, says to spread your risk. Do you know what you need to do to spread your risk? All you need to do is to ensure that you have different vehicles. Don't have money in just one bank. The Bible says invest in six. No, invest in seven because you don't know what evil will come upon the land. So the idea is to spread your risk. Some of you have only your money in crypto. All your money is in crypto. All your money is in forex. All your money is in mutual fund. All your money is in fixed deposit. No, spread your risk. All your money is in one bank. So many people they don't use you don't even use regular bank again. It's only Opay, Kuda. It's okay as long as you are safe. But really, you want to try to spread your risk. That's number one lesson. That's why you see them have many bank accounts. They even have accounts out in other countries. So many of them are opening accounts in Cayman Island, Panama, in Swiss bank because we want to spread their risk. Wema bank staff tell you to open account. Say no, I'm okay with my Zenith bank. I'm talking from my personal page. Yes. Go and open account with Wema Bank and be account officer. Shift. Number two, consider the 60-20-20 rule. What does that mean? It means that when you start making money, some of us, we may not be able to do it now, but when you start making money, ensure that you keep 60% of your money in cash, 20% in property, and 20% in stock. And I will explain. When it says 60% in cash, does not mean that you keep it in cash that you can access. It means money in your bank account that you can easily transfer. Why? Because in business, there's something we say cash is king. Why do we say cash is king? Because you see, if any opportunity comes to you now, and somebody says someone you know your friend that is traveling out of the country, he wants to sell his car, and you know within you that that car is worth 10 million naira, and he's saying, because you are my friend, I want to give you this car for 4 million naira. The only reason why you take advantage of that car is when you have cash. A friend that does not have access to cash will lose out on the opportunity. Some of us can have land, you can have some stocks here and there, but truth is the ease of converting that property, that stock to cash quickly, sometimes it is limited. You understand? The ultra rich, they keep 60% of their investment in cash. Does not necessarily mean cash. It could mean treasury bills, government bonds, fixed deposit. Just ensure that something that they can, we call it cash and short-term securities. Things that you can quickly turn around to cash in less than 24 hours. So you want to try as much as possible to keep 60% in cash, then 20% in properties. When you start making money, start investing in property. You can invest in landed properties, gold, and other small commodities like that, just to ensure that you have 20% saved or invested somewhere else. Then the last one is 20% in stocks. Start owning companies. Right here in Nigeria, you can own stocks of company in Nigeria, you can own stocks of company outside the country. You can buy stocks of Oscar, you can buy stocks of Amazon. Please, this is the disclaimer. I don't ask you to buy those stocks. I'm just saying that you can own ownership just with the help of bamboo. So keep 20% in stock. Start owning equity. Start owning businesses, owning a portion of people's business. You do not necessarily have to be the one to do those businesses, but we want to start doing that. That's the second lesson from the ultra rich. The third lesson, know your limits and what defines you. Apostle Emmanuel Eren says something. He says, when you enter a 24-story building now, you see that somebody's floor is another person's upstairs, from people from first floor and above. So it means that your floor is the ceiling of the ground floor people. So if you are in second floor, it means that your own floor is the ceiling of the people on the first floor. The idea is that no matter the level you are in money, somebody has more money than you. Yes. All your salary, someone can remove it in breast pocket like this, from their breast pocket. Bro, your money that you have in stock, in fact, all your real estate investment, somebody will remove it from their breast pocket like this. And somebody's hoping and praying earnestly to make your money. The money you make in a week, somebody's praying to make it in a year. The money you're making in a month, somebody's praying to make it in a year. What it means is that shoe gets size. Everyone has their levels. So know your limits and stay there. Don't pass your boundary. Trust God that you will grow. Don't let anybody put you under pressure to come and do what you cannot do. As I am now, if anybody tells me to come and buy something of 100 million, I need to ask them, did they see me carry ritual in the night? Did we join ourselves in any cultist meeting? So why are they calling me to come and do 100 million investment? I am not their target audience, and I'm not ashamed to say it. For now, I'm not there. I've not gotten there. So you want to know your limits. Know when to move on. So many times, many of us, we invest money in some business, and then we are thinking of, so there's a concept we call sunk cost. Imagine you have spent like 10 million on a particular project, and it doesn't look like there's end in sight. You had actually estimated that 5 million will conclude the project, and then you have gone beyond 5 million, you have got it to 10 million, and the project is not coming up. Just suppose you are thinking, do you want to move on? Do I not want to move on? Mr. Otedola was referring to a time where he had debts in over 100 billion naira, and he was thinking, what does he want? What should he do? He had to start selling off his properties and moved on. And he moved on. So you should know when to move on. So imagine you have invested money, 10 million, and think you don't go to. Sometimes the investment may not come to see the light of the day, and it's okay. You just move on. Know when to move on. Know when to move on from that relationship when it's no longer serving you. Yes, don't worry. God will give you another one. So you must have an abundance mindset. Know when to move on from that relationship. Know when to move on from that career path. Know when to move on from that job when it's no longer serving you. Know when to move on. God would give you a better one. It stems from an abundance mindset, a mindset that makes you know that no matter what it is, I will be fine. Know when to move on. Don't just hold something with so much level of insistence. And it's good to be resilient, so don't get me wrong, there are times that you need to give in your best continually till you get results, but no matter what, know when to move on, because there are times that you just keep waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and you stay there till you get tired or even die without results. So you know when to move on. Know when to move on. That's number 4. Number 5, seeking outside help can pay off. Please, I beg you, no matter what you're going through in life, God has provided a way out for you. And sometimes the way out can mean speaking to your friends. I remember a time in my life I was stuck in debt. I had just facilitated a transaction, and the transaction went south. And I was in debt of over 500,000 naira. As an ET that was earning just 170,000 naira at that time. And I had a loan I was paying back for my rent at that point in time. Then I got into a debt of 500k. And it was those kind of debt that I need to close up, because it's a transaction that somehow, if it get blown up, I could lose my job. What did I do? I reached out to my friends. After crying to God, I began to reach out to people. So a friend lent me money. Sometimes seeking outside help can pay off. In the book Making It Big by Mr. Femi Otedola, he mentioned that he took outside help in the form of Amcon. They bought off his debt, and he was better off. Instead of trying to say, restructure the loan, no, he gave everything and just sought the help, and he's better off today. Look at him living life, balling. That's the kind of life. You know when to seek help. Don't die alone. Don't die trying to say you can solve it alone. No man is an island. When things don't go well for you, know when to seek outside help, and they most likely pay off. So I beg you, try to seek outside help, and they will pay off. Just be sure that the people that you are seeking help from have the capacity to help, and they will not use it against you tomorrow. The next one, know what works for you. So many people, I repeat, are following bandwagon. That's why people money went with CBEX and PCX and every kind of nonsense. Know what works for you. Some of us will make money in crypto. If God did not call you to do it, don't do it. Some people will make money in general trading. I mean, buying and selling. Some people will make money from 9 to 5. All the best. Just know what works for you. If your own investment is to be doing mutual fund and buying gold, things that will not stress you, just buy gold, buy low, sell high. Go ahead and do it. If what works for you is for you to be keeping your money in fixed deposit, go ahead and do it. And if you think you want to get involved in complex transactions, and you want to be doing equities, you want to be coming together with your friends and your family to run businesses, to do businesses, go ahead and do it. To do JV, joint ventures, go ahead and do it. But one thing you must know is that know what works for you. Don't do something because your friend says he's doing it. At this stage in our life, you need to start living a life of focus. So know what works for you. And then another one you must also know is that investment and business is warfare. Please keep it at the back of your mind. Mr. Femi Otedola wrote something in his book, and I want to read it out. In page 193, he said, shares that were worth 52 billion in 2008 cost me less than 300 million to buy in 2010. The bank lost money, but that was not my problem. They are taking a risk, and it just didn't go their way. So you must take life like warfare. Bank lost money. It's not his business, because they've taken a risk and it didn't go their way. So when you want to make business decision, want to make investment decision, take it from a warfare standpoint. Seek the best returns for you. Take it as warfare. Look at it from your own angle too. Don't let anybody just sell any product or anything to you and just tell you that don't worry, you'll be fine. Seek your good. Do you understand? And the last one, the very, very last one. Timing is incredibly important in investment. Yes. Timing is incredibly important in investment. I'll give you a case study. If in 2015 you are taking naira to buy $10,000, that is 1.4 million, and you kept that money, let's discount all the interest you're making on it from fixing it in fixed deposits anywhere. And then today, dollar is 1.5. That $10,000 is worth 15 million. Don't forget, 1.4 million is now worth 15 million just in the space of 10 years. Good arithmetic, right? Good investment. Return on investment is massive, mind blowing, from 1.4 million to 15 million in 10 years. Now imagine somebody who said, maybe last year someone thought, oh, I want to also be a partaker of this. I want to be a partaker of this opportunity. I saw it and I would have loved to make the most of it. The person now bought $10,000 last year, December 2024, where dollar was 1630, thereabout 1630. The person would have spent 16.3 million to buy $10,000. Guess what that 16.3 million will be worth today? You guessed correctly. 15 million. So you had lost what, 1.3 million in a year. Why? Timing. Don't just do everything without considering timing. Timing is important in business. In fact, there are some machines, there are some products that if you bring them late, by the time it will come, it will be out of vogue, out of sync. You know that Christmas is coming soon now. Imagine that you want to sell your own banger and your own Christmas light. When they now started sending it from China to you, it now landed in Nigeria February 2026. Oh, you're supposed to so you must understand that timing is important when it comes to business. Timing is important when it comes to investment. So you must take your time to ensure that you invest at the right time, you do business at the right time, you strike at the right time. Timing is important. So with that, I have come to the end of this video. Investment lessons I learned from the ultra rich using a case study of Mr. Femi Otedola. The man wrote great wisdom in his book. You should pick up that book, and if you do, you'll be in a better place, can guarantee. So if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, whatever it is, please do well to drop it in the comment section. And don't forget to like this video and share this video with your family and friends. My name is Peter Babajide, and I'm your host on the Street Banker YouTube channel. Thank you. God bless you. Bella ciao.